Well, then could we at least pull up here and get some dinner? Because I like to be wined and dined after I've been fucked!
Hey guys, Borside here. So, ever since I first heard about this game, I've wanted to buy it. However, it was only after I bought it that I came to the conclusion that I actually wish I'd never given these shady as fuck developers any of my money in the first place. Now, don't get me wrong, if this game actually worked as advertised, I would have nothing but praise for it. However, at least for me, it is the single biggest disappointment out of my 2017 gaming year to date. Who knows, perhaps the new Star Wars Battlefront 2 will kick me even hard in the nuts with those fucking impending microtransactions, but at least I know it's coming, and thus I'll be able to strap on a ball guard before I jump in. So I downloaded the game, got the latest GPU drivers, disconnected any devices on my network that may decide to use up bandwidth whilst in game. I'm fucking looking at you, Windows 10, and booted up the game. So I hit the lobby, selected my gear, and proceeded into my first raid. I get into the game and I shit you not, I walk 10 paces and the game kicks me out with a server connection lost error, and I lose all of my shit in the process. So I'm left there thinking, okay, well, it's a beta, so let's give it the benefit of the doubt. So I hit the reconnect button, get in the game, and bam, same fucking thing. Okay, so now it's starting to get a little bit ridiculous, so I decided, okay, third time's a charm, let's give it a bash. Fuck me, it disconnects me again after a few steps. Now, let's just get something straight, okay? I have a 2 megabyte line that I use to play PUBG, BF1, BF4, GTA 5, Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, The Division, as well as Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. And while I've never had any shit from it, now obviously I would have issues when my girlfriend decides to watch Instagram videos and shit while I'm playing, so I'm always sure to politely ask her to use her mobile data whilst I'm busy. So there we have it. I can basically play all of my online games without any shit, but fuck me if that's not the case with Escape from Tarkov. Turns that even PUBG only uses like between 0 to 20 kilobytes per second download and between 0 to 15 kilobytes per second upload data, even whilst in a match with 100 fucking concurrent players. Now, to put this into perspective, Escape from Tarkov requires at least 1.5 megabits per second download and 600 kilobytes per second upload rate. Here in South Africa, that requires having at least an 8 megabyte ADSL line. What fucking bullshit is this? Why does my client have to upload so much data? Is most of this game handled client side or something? It's a fucking joke, to be honest. Now, from what I've read on Reddit, this game lands up using almost 1 gigabyte's worth of data per hour of playtime. Never in my life have I ever actually seen a game use this much data, and to be frank, I honestly don't know how Battlestate games have been able to get away with this shit. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's the same lame-ass excuse that I always hear from the fucking fanboys out there. It's still in beta, bro. Now, before Escape from Tarkov, have you actually heard of another game that uses this much data? And for all you guys with capped internet packages out there that play this game, I truly feel sorry for you. So, after finding out that the only way that I'll be able to play this game online is to pay more to my ISP for a faster connection, I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna get a refund. Now, this is where the shady side of the devs come out, okay? Which I could say almost completely mimics that one South Park episode. You know, the one where Stan agrees to the Apple terms of service, and since he did so without reading it, he lands up having his asshole sewed to another woman's mouth and has his mouth sewed to another man's asshole. It's a lot like this in the sense that my mouth was inadvertently sewed to Battlestate's asshole, and it's time for them to take a massive fucking dump in my mouth. So I logged my support request asking for a refund from the devs and the merchant, that being Battlestate Games and Exola Inc. And to my astonishment, I only got a response from Exola stating, "We are saddened to hear that you are not satisfied with the game that you purchased. Unfortunately, we cannot offer a refund. Please note that by buying the pre-order, you have agreed to support the development of this game. When making a payment, you have agreed to the license agreement that excludes refunds." What the fuck is this? Have these greedy ass fucking devs never heard of something called the consumer protection rights legislation that many countries have? Or do they simply not exist in Russia? So the concept as a whole eludes them. So now, after some digging, and it wasn't easy to find, it turns out that your bank or even PayPal will help you in the form of a chargeback. So naturally I contacted my bank and thus have begun the process. Funny thing is that any mention of a solution for this underhanded shady as fuck refund policy on the Battlestate Reddit page will end up with either your post being completely deleted by the moderators or downvoted into oblivion. However, I don't think it's possible to be downvoted that much after just one day, and I can't even find the post examples when I scroll through the pages. I wouldn't be surprised if the same thing happens to this video after I post a link on their Reddit page as well. Now that I think about it, I even saw a response where a guy provided proof on Reddit of a successful chargeback from PayPal, and one of the contributors to the conversation stated Battlestate will probably try to sue him for breaching their terms of service and that their post will be deleted by the moderators. What a fucking joke is this? Even if they wanted to, I'm sure that it would cost the dev team a lot more than $60 to try and recoup their legal costs alone, not to mention that many countries have legislation in place to protect their citizens from exploitative practices like just this. Anyways, I'm done with Tarkov. As much as I enjoy playing this game, well, the fucking single player portion at least, and since I can't play in a server long enough to even scratch my dick, I'm just gonna have to let this one go. Perhaps one day when either the devs get their shit together or I'll end up getting a faster internet connection, I shall give it another try. Until then, I'm off to support the developers that actually have their community's best interests at heart. Fuck this fucking game, seriously man. Seriously.